What is Lightning Network? Bitcoin Scalability Solution. The Lightning Network is a payment network that moves funds instantaneously on top of Bitcoin. It's been in development since 2011, and its primary purpose is to allow users to transact with each other before they are broadcast on the blockchain. This in turn will provide scalability as well as lower fees. It has already been deployed on the Bitcoin testnet, and it is currently available for testing by volunteers. Bitcoin, BTC, is a form of digital currency, and the peer-to-peer, P2P, technology that underpins it enables users to conduct financial transactions at a rate that is both more rapid and more cost-effective. The gradual adoption of Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies in general by banking firms and payment giants like PayPal and Square is an indication of wider acceptability within the financial services industry, which pushes the evolution of cryptocurrencies to best help its networks. This leads us, in essence, to the Lightning Network, which is a second-layer protocol that works in conjunction with Bitcoin to increase speed, adaptability, and secrecy while also reducing costs. What is the Lightning Network? The Lightning Network is a second-layer solution that utilizes the underlying Bitcoin network to create a single channel for off-chain transactions. These channels are often referred to as payment channels, and they process payments on behalf of the settlement layer within the blockchain. As opposed to creating lightweight payment channels within a network and allocating them to different users, the Lightning Network facilitates the instant opening of thousands of simultaneous payment channels between different users on top of every Bitcoin transaction. Payment channels in the Lightning Network are used for such purposes as instant micropayments, smart contracts, and privacy. They don't rely on a third-party provider or server, which makes them both safe and private. The above-mentioned payment channels would be used by users to complete near-instantaneous transactions between each other on top of Bitcoin's blockchain. The Lightning Network has no transactional fees and is capable of processing millions of transactions per second while keeping transaction times low. The Lightning Network is a protocol that functions as a secondary layer that operates on top of the Bitcoin blockchain. Its primary purpose is to scale transaction verification. It lowers transaction fees and eases traffic congestion on the basic layer of the Bitcoin network. The Lightning Network, as its name suggests, is intended to facilitate the processing of transactions in an almost cost-free and almost instantaneous way by moving them off-chain. It is independent of the main Bitcoin network and uses its software and nodes to interface with the network and exchanges so that transactions may be completed. Nodes are the fundamental building blocks of both the Bitcoin network and the Lightning Network. On the other hand, it makes use of smart contracts so that transactions are processed without being logged on the blockchain. Each transaction may only be viewed by the parties involved in the transaction, and payments are carried out by each node through the usage of Lightning payment channels. The built-in features prevent either user from cheating or manipulating any data contained in the channel, and the frequency of payments is only limited by that of their internet access. Neither user can cheat or manipulate any data contained in the stream. Suppose Alex wishes to pay Kim in BTC via the Lightning Network. They can first lock up their BTC in a distinctive 2-of-2 multi-sig identifier by first starting a direct Lightning channel that empowers them to initiate the same transaction by keeping private balances off the main chain. Suppose Alex wishes to pay Kim in BTC via the Lightning Network. Suppose Alex wishes to pay Kim in BTC via the internet. At the off-chain Thunderbolt channel, the pool of funds is split between two parties, Alex's funds and Kim's funds. Alex paid Kim 0.5 BTC via the Lightning Network, and he left with 0.5 BTC afterward. Kim, on the other hand, received 0.5 BTC, and her balance is now at 1.5 BTC. The starting value of the pool is 2 BTC, which is equal to 1 BTC for each participant. After the channel has been closed, the individual microtransactions are rolled into a single transaction, which is then checked, processed, and put into the on-chain blockchain. Finally, the relevant balances are updated. If neither Kim nor Alex have a direct channel, the transaction is redirected to Jack using a specific sort of smart contract known as hashed time-locked contract, HTLC. Kim is given the assurance that she would receive her BTC as a result of the contract, and Jack is required to provide evidence that he paid Kim the specified amount. In exchange, Jack will be compensated with a nominal amount for carrying out the assignment. Thaddeus Dryja and Joseph Poon are responsible for the conception of the Lightning Network, which was first proposed in the year 2015. In their article titled The Bitcoin Lightning Network, the two researchers described the off-chain protocol. This protocol is intended to function by utilizing payment channels. With the help of these channels, untrusted parties would be able to carry out indefinitely modest transactions without contributing any bandwidth to the mainnet. Another year passed, and Dryja and Poon, along with other individuals, established Lightning Labs. This company was responsible for the further development of the concept and eventually debuted the Lightning Network after the SegWit soft fork. The Lightning Network was developed with the goals of reducing the amount of traffic on the foundation layer of a blockchain network, lowering the expenses associated with using the blockchain and enabling private payment channels between participants. Since it was first introduced, the Lightning Network has enjoyed consistent expansion and has gained widespread recognition for its capacity to reduce transaction fees and shorten processing times. Litecoin is one of the blockchain networks that the Lightning Network has recently expanded to support. Due to El Salvador's decision to recognize Bitcoin as a legitimate currency, the Lightning Network's user base has been expanding at a breakneck pace as of late. Since that time, the Lightning Network's popularity has risen, and its capacity has increased by approximately 50% thanks to the inclusion of 15,000 new participating nodes and 1,500 additional Bitcoins in the system. Future of the Bitcoin Lightning Network. The Lightning Network is predicted to bring a significant change to the Bitcoin industry. Some of the major advantages that will benefit from the implementation of this protocol are as follows. One of the major advantages that will accrue from launching the Lightning Network is that users would be able to carry out transactions without paying any fees. This would be a great feature for anyone who wishes to make several payments in a day and does not want associated charges. At the moment, there are three primary groups of people working on the creation of the Lightning Network. These groups are Blockstream, Lightning Labs, and Async. Elizabeth Stark, CEO of Lightning Labs, was responsible for the launching of a Lightning Network daemon beta for developers in March of 2018. Since that time, the Lightning Network has been subjected to continuous development in preparation for its ultimate release into the live circulation. Additionally, application specs have been made public, allowing developers to get a head start on creating apps that are compatible with the Lightning Network. If the Bitcoin Lightning Network proves to be effective in resolving the scalability crisis that Bitcoin has been experiencing, then it may, similar to Bitcoin itself, pave the way for other cryptocurrencies to follow suit to boost their transaction throughput. In addition, if several different cryptocurrencies were to embrace support for the Lightning Network, then the possibility for the further growth of interoperable blockchains would be significantly increased. This is because the Lightning Network enables blockchain users to transfer funds from one blockchain to another. With this feature, cross-chain transactions would become an attainable goal for cryptocurrencies that wish to remain competitive in terms of security and transaction speed. The Lightning Network has been at the center of a significant amount of debate in recent times regarding its impact on the Bitcoin network. How can a user benefit from Bitcoin's Lightning Network? Users that are interested in taking advantage of the Lightning Network must first set up a payment channel. This can be easily accomplished by downloading a Bitcoin wallet that is compatible with the Lightning Network, including the official wallet for both Litecoin and Bitcoin. A user with a compatible wallet can open up a payment channel by providing someone with an amount of BTC equal to or greater than 0.2 BTC if they want to participate in the Lightning Network. The Lightning Network's swiftness and low transaction fees are two of its most compelling selling points. As was just discussed, the transaction fees and waiting periods on the base layer of the Bitcoin network can be prohibitively expensive. On the other hand, if you make use of the Lightning Network, you will be able to send and receive micropayments in a manner that is just not viable using the Bitcoin network. You will only be charged one set cost regardless of how many times you trade payments, before finally shutting the channel and finishing the transaction. Users will still have access to all of Bitcoin's regular security mechanisms even if the Lightning Network functions as a supplementary layer on top of the main network. Users are also able to switch between networks depending on their requirements. For example, users can use the Bitcoin network to complete large transactions and then switch back to the Lightning Network to conduct microtransactions. Last but not least, the transactions that are associated with the Lightning Network are confidential. These transactions take place outside of the blockchain, and the blockchain just records the total outcomes. Even if a hacker was able to access your channel, it would be practically impossible for them to determine the amount of Bitcoin that you were carrying. How can the Lightning Network impact Bitcoin? The Lightning Network has the potential to alter the way that Bitcoin is used and perceived by society. It will also affect how other cryptocurrencies are perceived moving forward. The first thing that we need to discuss is whether or not this technology will be successful in its goals. The Lightning Network has been under development for quite some time, and it can be argued that since Bitcoin has been around for over a decade, it has proven to the world that it is very capable of handling transactions with minimal fees. As you will soon discover, the Lightning Network is one of those technologies that will help to advance the capabilities of Bitcoin in a significant way. Conclusion: the Lightning Network is a smart and innovative way for Bitcoin to scale up further. It promises to be a brilliant solution for the issues that have been plaguing Bitcoin for many years now. The next steps will be taken by developers, researchers, and enthusiasts of digital currency. Hopefully, the Lightning Network will become available for all members of society to enjoy. In January 2018, IBM and an insurance company called Digital Asset partnered together to create a blockchain-based solution for tracing the origins of diamonds. The solution uses the Ethereum public blockchain and distributed ledger technology to track the diamond's history from the moment it is extracted from the earth up until its point of sale. It is hoped that this system will allow consumers to be better informed about where their diamonds are coming from and how they are being sourced.